This was a social design experiment for men around men's health, and initially we thought that would be around men's weight.
It was weight loss for men of a certain BMI, this kind of stuff, which in all honesty we weren't that interested in. But actually when it came to speaking with the men, they weren't all that interested in it too.
The programme of the Men's Table is a collection of men getting together for various reasons. And it was led by people from the long table, but we'd have some control over what we're actually doing.
It was kind of around connection and having a group where people could speak and could talk and eat food together, and giving them the space to hold that grew this amazing project, which we now know as the Men's Table, and have had 2 groups come through.
When I first started it, the pandemic had happened and was feeling a bit disconnected, and it sounded like it could be something that would provide some connection.
And at the beginning I thought, well, I've nothing in common with people here. What am I doing here? But actually, it's very, people who I would miss if they weren't in my life, who can have a laugh with and talk about serious issues as well.
So the food element was introduced as a way of relaxing us and allowing us to interact in a way that if you just sit round, it can be a little bit too staid or intimidating.
We found that by stripping out the intention, allowing the men to flow into the space and fill with what they wanted, people found commonality that made you not feel alone.
The connection with the men that I met and then the conversations that grew from there really helped me unpack some of those things that I was struggling with and then make some changes.
If this had come as an NHS weight loss project, we would never have got those outcomes. And if this was a prescriptive course, you would never have had the space to have those conversations.
Because in this programme, it was really about helping people along the stages of change from wherever they were, that they could have the motivation particularly and the social connections and the linked into local community that would enable them to make these changes.
I know being part of this group has had a really beneficial effect on my well-being. I know I feel better.
This is one of the items that is most definitely a key factor in helping me unpack what was going on and giving me a platform to build and progress in a new direction. So I'm grateful to have had the opportunity.
I think this project's been really beneficial because we have, as commissioners, learned so much about the benefits of taking this sort of approach. And it's made us think sort of differently, I think, as commissioners about how we conceive value